What's up, money gang? Today was one of the worst sell-offs since March. Tech and small caps dropped the most after the bell, but sharply rebounded thanks to Mr. Jerome Powell's promising testimony right around 10 a.m. In my opinion, the market's gifted us another day to pick up some crypto and stocks on a deep discount. It is quite rare to find days like today. It is important to detach from your emotions on severe red days like today and think rationally. Remember, what matters the most is not timing the market, but your time in the market. I want to thank the folks that left their stocks of interest in the comment section of my previous video. I will now be going over these stocks and indicating buys and sells based on my interpretation of the price action. But please note that I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. So let's start by looking at SPY. Ticker symbol SPY. So SPY, since March of last year, seems to be on an upward trajectory. I put this white trend line over here. As you could see, the price bounced off of this trend line here in March. Bounced again in October, twice. Bounced again in January. And we seem to be getting close to it. But the good thing is that we are above the purple 21-day exponential moving average and the 50-day simple moving average, which is the one in yellow. So that is good news. We seem to be forming a hammer candle, which is quite bullish as well. So this is good to see. Moving on to the tech side, the triple Qs. Similar to SPY, we have this nice trend line that price action seems to be respecting quite a bit. We were close to it today, but luckily stayed above it. A little bit of a problem area is we are under the purple 21-day EMA, but we are above the 50-day simple moving average and above the trend line, so this is quite bullish as well, in my opinion. Quick look at the small caps. Similar to the previous two, we have a trend line over here, touch, 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 and we got very close to it, but we are above the two moving averages and above the trend line, so this is looking quite bullish to me at this time as well. Maybe I could draw a little trend line right over here connecting these three price points. This seems to be forming a bullish pennant. I'm expecting the price to bounce around here for the next couple of days and then shoot to the upside perhaps next week. But it is looking quite healthy and bullish at this time. Quick look at VIX, the Volatility Index. We seem to be finding solid support at the $20 level. Bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, bounced here again. And this is what's known as a shooting star or inverted hammer. So this is looking quite bearish, which again is good for the markets, as the VIX and markets in general are inversely related. Let's look at some stocks of interest, starting with Square. Square has this upper trend line, which is acting as solid resistance. We did not move past the line in August, failed again in September, failed again in October, failed again in December, and failed again in February twice. We also have a double top here, which is a reversal pattern. Looks like we had earnings out today. Well, really amazing earnings. However, the price did fall. We do seem to have a hammer candle here, and we're above the moving averages, but since we have not broken this trend line yet, I would stay out of this trade for now. IPOD is next. Social Capital. Okay, so we seems to be in a bullish pennant. As you can see, the price is converging towards the apex of this triangle. The moving averages are slowly coiling in. this could break to the upside or downside. Symmetrical triangles are a little bit tricky. So if the price does close above the white trend line, the upper white trend line, I would buy this. If it closes below, I would short the stock. But as of today, it looks quite healthy, and we're seeing significantly high bull volume on a hammer candle, and it's above the 2 moving averages. So I'd say that there is a chance this might go to the upside in the near future. Moving on to Tesla. As indicated in my previous video, we formed a hammer candle, and this seems to be a buy at this level. However, we are underneath both of these trend lines and the moving averages. So until the price moves past the purple 21-day exponential moving average, I would stay out of the trade and just watch this for now. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin formed a bullish flag, broke the flag to the upside on heavy volume, up and away. And for the last couple of days, it seems to be finding support at the 48,000 US dollar level. I think this is quite a solid level right over here. Anything under 48 would be a definite buy. Anything in the low 40s is most definitely a buy in my opinion. Bitcoin looks quite bullish as well. Moving on to AMC. AMC had a base forming right around the $5.50 mark. I called it a buy a couple of days ago, and the price seems to be shooting up. Keep in mind, earnings are almost here next week, March 4th, so be careful. Anything can happen on earnings. NIO as well, nice hammer looking candle. However, earnings are coming up, so I would stay out of this trade for now as well. Last but not least, OCGN. We closed the gap today. That's very, very nice and bullish to see, and we're above the 2 moving averages, forming a hammer. This looks quite bullish to me. I would call this a buy at this level. Thanks for making it to the end of my live stream. If you'd like me to cover a stock in my next video, please leave it in the comment section below. Have a good night.